Hey, this is another episode of Candice Michelle Views, where I give my opinion about what I am viewing on the mainstream media or any other platforms that they are presenting shoving things down our throat, which I believe is a lot of agendas. And I just want to point things out just to show people that most of this stuff is gimmicks and it's just to get your attention so they could push agendas on us. So today I was gonna go over this artist. It's Little Baby. He's like a really famous artist. Most of his songs are always very successful. And yeah, so I believe he came out sometime in 2018. So he's a fairly new artist, and usually when fairly new artists are come out, it's usually because when new artists come out and they blow up, like they don't have, like they come out, and I know sometimes they say, oh well, they're doing mixtapes, who knows, but you don't really hear nothing about mixtapes or anything, and then when they come out with their album, they're like boom, blowing up all over the place. Usually that's not really reality. So when you do see things like this, you got to know that most likely they have did work the circuit at some point, but probably by someone else. And then when they do get their deals and move on to the person that's going to be successful, they could be very confident in knowing they're going to be successful. Like Meg Thee Stallion as an example. She when she first was coming out and doing her interview presses off of the first little single that she had, she was saying that she couldn't say out loud that she's going to be a household name and she's going to be a legend. They're able to speak this confident because they know that they made these deals, and in these deals they probably tell them, look, you're going to get pushed up to the top, you're going to have millions of views, your song's going to go platinum. So they already know that they're going to be important people, which I'm trying to get with Little Baby. So who he was before, on where he was able to get to this point. So this guy, his name is Ayoo KD. Now, mind you, I don't know these young rappers. I'm not a fan of none of these people, okay? I'm just pushing out these stories because when I do my rants and I have my point of doing these stories, you guys don't really view those rants. So when I do these celebrity twinsies, which I use that as a code word. You already know that I believe they're the same exact person, but allegedly. But just to keep everything cool on my channel, I just say they're twins. It may be twins, maybe first cousins, maybe who knows. You let me know. So yeah, I don't know this guy. But I do know Little Baby, obviously, because like I said, he's mainstream, big time. So it's hard to miss who that guy is. But this guy, I really don't know of. So to tell you how I get these things, tell you the truth, I don't look for it at all. Like I don't want to explain like how things like this comes to me, because it's been like this all my life, where I don't have to search for nothing, and it just like, if somebody was like doing something to me and they had like a secret phone or something, like I didn't have to look for it. It literally just, like, I'll be like, oh, let me look up this counter in the garbage can, and boom, I find stuff. So I can't explain to you how that happens for me all my life. But anyway, this guy pops up in my face. I never saw him a day in my life, Ayoo KD. But I realized that this guy obviously was somebody else before, because like I get this deja vu of, don't I know this guy? And if you get that, you're probably on the right track. And the only thing you really got to do is go to the secondary person that you were thinking this person was, and then it fits in so easily that it's like shouldn't even have to do so much, but I am gonna do a lot, because people always try to come on the page and comment like as if most of this information, I don't care if I don't know spell their name right. I'm not a fan of them. I don't care if they have children. For the one character got a kid, the other character, I don't care. I'm not saying that I'm not into their personal life. I don't know if the one character they really have a kid, and the second character it's obviously still their kid, but they're not going to portray the second character with a kid. That has nothing to do with either or situations. Okay, sometimes they can have children with other people, a whole nother family, and then the people that they're presenting in their life with children is probably all a part of the acting gig. Like, you think they're not thinking ahead of like that? This is chess, not checkers. So it's a lot of pieces on that board. So, and they're like 10 steps ahead. And these people are like Trump. They say they're doing like 4D chess. So they're like 100 steps ahead. So anyway, let's get into comparing them so I can like lay it out flat. If you dispute me, Only thing I can say is you have to prove it. Like I'm putting up the info. This information, whether I'm spelling names or wrong or not, is not a lie. Like I don't care if I don't have their Instagram page. I'm just looking for pictures. So, if I could find pictures on Google, I really don't need the Instagram page. The Instagram page was just me trying to look for stuff. And if I can't find the Instagram page, who cares? The pictures are still them. The videos are still them. So anyway, I can't really put the music on, but you can see, I just wanted to show you, this is Ayoo KD. You can see his tattoos is bullcrap. Okay, like that. I just wanted to show you that tattoo on the side of his face. It looks just like thrown on there. So I have things I could show you. I have like tattoos that you just put like hot water, warm water on. It looks like a very real tattoo. I get it off of Amazon, and it comes in like a lot of different kinds. So I would show you guys that to show you that they could just have a bunch of like tattoos laid up like that and just keep printing them out as needed and just throw them right up there, and it could come off easily with coconut oil. Yeah, so let me tell you how this guy got on. He's the main character, Ayoo KD. How he became Little Baby, how he ended up getting his deal. He had to go through his rituals. So he's a Chicago rapper, and let's just start right there. Chicago is super corrupt. What other states? All the inner city states seem like they're corrupt. We have 52 states. We really don't hear about all of them except probably like a good 14 states. That's the only thing we really hear about. The rest of the states we never really hear. It's quiet town, city there. Most likely they're probably creating and making these people from there and dropping them off in the cities like Chicago, Philadelphia, Atlanta, New York, LA, Texas, and I could keep probably a couple more, but yeah, those are the main cities, states that we always are hearing these rappers are coming out, and they're always most likely compromised and a part of this group that we're always talking about. So anyway, the Chicago rapper AKD, he was shot after goons broke in his Atlanta home and robbed him. So he got robbed twice. This is the second time he got robbed. He got robbed on live, and we're gonna go through that as well. The Chicago rapper was on live when the home invasion occurred. So he was on live with this robbery, and then he also has a live that I have in this clip where he wasn't home. He was like in the grass, something like that. So he's on live a lot. And he was on his live, Ayoo, for this one in the house, and the robber was on his live taping him robbing him for the second one. So these stories are super fake. So anyway, in the below a video, you can see the rapper talking on social media. Then suddenly the goons burst in his Atlanta condo. According to the reports, the goons had multiple gunshots. The rapper, as soon as they burst in the door, the robbers were believed to got away with $50K of cash, weed, and jewelry. Luckily, AK manager survived the shooting. He currently is in a hospital in stable condition. Ayoo KD managed, not manager. Anyway, back in July, a video went viral showing Ayoo KD getting jumped by Tekashi 6ix9ine. I mean, come on. If you don't think he's a part of something now before with those 2 live robberies, then just him getting jumped by Tekashi, Treyway, 369. I mean, symbolism is crazy with Tekashi. He's a whole fake character 100%. And him getting jumped by that fake character lets you know that he knows he's a part of they're not going to let no one near that fake character unless they're also a fake character or planning on they're a part. So just me seeing that he was getting jumped by Tekashi letting me know that I was on the right track of, this guy is playing dual roles. Ayoo KD has taken the internet to prove the video wrong. So let's continue on his hazing. It doesn't stop there.
Jewelry back. He want his phone back. He want his phone. Yeah, we live. I know. Hey, somebody tell Ayoo KD, look at this. Hey, tell me this. Tell we got your iPhone too, bitch. Somebody tell Ayoo KD where we at with this shit. I know this look familiar, don't it? Don't that look familiar? Yeah, look real familiar. My young boys don't fuck around, man. Yeah. Fuck all that. Gang shit. We live.
Yes, you are live. Now, who the heck, who is robbing people on live, telling people we robbed him and we're live with his face clearly? I mean, Ayoo don't even have to report if the police get a whiff of this video all over the internet. They'll just pop up at their home. I mean, it's not hard to face analyze and get their information in the system, the database. But that's for another topic. I'll save it for my rants, even though you guys don't watch the rants as much as you watch these videos. Like I said, this is a fake story as well. So that was one of the robberies. As you saw, he was on the floor. And that was on live, and he got robbed before. This is another situation. This is how he got to become Little Baby. Like he knew he was going to be a big hit when he became Little Baby because he put in a lot of work. This guy, he's been in the game, I think, since 2012. I'm not sure, but this guy was in the game for a long time. Look at his symbolism. He has the Chicago Bulls shirt on while he's doing this video. So this is obviously symbolism. And as you can see in most of these videos, his face changes a lot. He gets darker sometimes. His face gets a little wider and bigger. But let's continue on because I believe this is the main base character. So they probably didn't really do no prosthetics on him, but he just always, like, the color is always weird. So you never know if these people are, like, being played by, who knows. Anyway, let's keep it moving. So he's KD is crying on video because Secret Service came to his grandmother's house over a Trump tweet. I mean, psyop video, and he's this whole getup of him crying and stuff, knowing that this is a whole fake story. I don't know how you guys can respect these celebrities, and this is why I keep saying cancel them. That is my agenda. I make these videos and then I push my agenda. At least I'm not going to pretend I don't have an agenda like Young Pharaoh and them, where they're like, "Oh, let's go outside in front of Hillary's house and Trump." Like, come on. And then he's rallying you guys up, just like the other side with the Black Lives Matter is rallying you guys up. Like, they're rallying, that's their jobs. So my job over here, my agenda that I'm telling you guys is to cancel these celebrities. I want you guys to stop watching them. I don't want them to have no views. We're not really giving them no money. I don't think anyone's buying anything. We're streaming a lot. So it's the views. It's you paying attention to them. Is you looking at anything they're doing is going to promote them to get them to these stages of becoming Little Baby. So we want these people to stop doing this. So only thing I could think of is ignoring them. And that's my agenda. When I do these videos, I'm going to always let you take home that little goodie bag. I got your attention, and my agenda is to cancel them. So there you go. So
you can lie, sit on the internet, all that shit. I just really, I swear to God, I ain't fucking nobody help me.
No tears. And look at his face when he did that. He saw his cheeks and everything. I'm not rewinding nothing because I just want to keep it pushing on this. Look at his cheeks though.
But he said that, I guess you was mad, like something from that friend wants some cloud, like, that's how that shit happened. But, you feel me? Yeah, that way. I ain't tripping on that shit, man.
I mean, if you can't tell this is Little Baby by now, I am going to give you some side-by-sides for the blind people in the back that's, like, on my comments saying, oh, all these negative comments about, I might not know what I'm talking about. And I will address that at the end of this video. I don't want to put that in the middle of this. Let's just keep it moving with the investigations. Okay, so, yeah. They didn't really change nothing about this guy. And the thing is, I'm going to go over more of these pictures. And it's going to get even more twinsy as we go down the line. So let's do some voice comparisons. Oh, well, wait. We're not going to do voice comparisons now. That's next. These clips, I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for putting this Vlad stuff up, but I want you to hear this interview. This guy Little Baby doesn't even know none of his information. He doesn't know anything. And like I said, the people that's interviewing him always got to feed them the information. And the only thing they can really say is, yeah. Because they don't remember much. And then his face looks compromised. His hair looks awful. I mean, these are wig pieces. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Listen to the interview.
Okay. Everything good, man? You're from the spot. Yeah, definitely.
Sure? You sure that's where he's from?
Okay. So, what was it like growing up in Southwest Atlanta?
I'm saying, like, typical, everything you might go through in a ghetto around the world, you know what I'm saying? A neighborhood around the world, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Like, what was your family,
And you can clearly see from the last video they talk alike.
home like?
No, my mama raised me. You know what I'm saying? Me and my sibling. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really had no father figure around.
They always want to push that kind of story so it could happen in real life to these women. Where they don't have no father, their mother working hard. They love to tell these fake stories of their life because they know that it's happening in real life. And they want it to continue to happen in real life so people could be like, well, this is what happens when it shouldn't be happening. But anyway, you'll realize how they make it happen with these agendas if you listen to what most of these people are pushing out.
I said, really, my mama did what she did, the street did already.
Like, what the hell did he just say, right?
That old type of shit. Come home from school, did all that old type of shit.
Okay, so you remember getting
Now you telling me and I'm gonna put my finger up there because I just couldn't believe how his hair. I mean, you could say that he probably had something on his head, like a hat or something. But if you look right above his eyebrows, I mean, what the heck is that? And then like the side, his like hairline is weird. Like the way how a staircase is to his ear from his like I don't know where the hair went. It's like a gap. A square gap by the ear, then it's a square patch of hair up, and then it's like this weird fro that looks like the little cheap wigs that the women be crocheting on their head. But anyway.
coming home and everything else like that? Yeah. That's tough.
And I pointed out the cheeks as well.
Man, that's tough as a kid. And I have some close friends that went through that, coming home.
Same kind of shiny stuff that Chloe G had.
When all their stuff is like on the front yard.
Very janky.
It's a fucked up feeling. So, you ended up getting into some trouble later on.
Okay, now he's not going to know anything about this trouble. Vlad is going to have to tell him all about his own trouble.
Like, at what point did you kind of start, messing around with the streets and getting into problems?
About 12.
That's code for 3.
Okay.
I went to jail the first time, 12.
Oh, you went to jail at 12?
Yeah.
So that was juvie at that point?
Exactly.
Okay. What did you get locked up for?
I think burglary.
Your first time locked up, you don't remember? Are you kidding me? Who doesn't remember exactly what happened I remember exactly what happened every time. I got locked up a couple times. A lot. Like more than 2 hands could count. And I remember every single situation. But let's keep it moving. He can't remember his first stint. He you wasn't prepared for this interview? You didn't know he's going to ask that question? I think they know. And they still just can't remember because the stories are so fake. It's like, Dad, I can't remember.
First time, that old type of shit. Come home from school, did all that old type of shit.
I have some close friends that went through that,
Exactly.
Kind of start. Okay.
I went to jail the first time, 12.
Oh, you went to jail at 12?
Yeah.
So that was juvie at that point?
Exactly.
Okay. What did you get locked up for?
I think burglary. First time,
I couldn't believe what he said he think. That cracked me up.
Oh, you breaking into houses?
we ain't even breaking in no house.
So that was juvie at that point?
Exactly.
So he said he burglarized something, but then he said, well, Vlad gave him the right story, but he didn't remember it and said, no, I don't think we broke in the house. And then he's going to change up and say something else, like they tried to.
What did you get locked up for?
I think burglary. First time I got locked up, about 12, 13. I got me and a couple friends.
Oh, you breaking into houses?
We ain't even breaking in no house.
So that was juvie at that point?
Exactly.
Okay. What did you get locked up for?
I think burglary. First time I got locked up, about 12, 13. I was 12. I was burglary.
Okay, so you were breaking into houses?
We ain't even breaking in no house, but we was trying to. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you tried to break into a house and got caught?
Yeah.
Okay. You and some friends?
Got me and a couple friends.
Okay. Whose idea was this?
I can't even remember. It's so long ago. You know what I'm saying? But I remember that just 'cause that was my first time. After that, it's just been down here ever since.
Yo, you guys could listen. I got a education. I'm not gonna accept that. I'm not gonna accept him changing them stories and Vlad feeding him the story and he's still like, oh, I don't remember. I don't know nothing. But I do remember. He said he remembered, but then when he first started, he said he didn't remember the first. Dave's like, yeah, I remember that because that was my first time. So it's like, come on with that story, right? I just had to put that interview in there. I don't know if it's going to be a problem, but who cares? Like, look how terrible this is. It's a fake character. He can't remember none of his stories. So anyway, Meek, he put on here a little, let me get a little but for a rec center in my hood for Wi-Fi and computers, and I'll swap a favor for your hood too. Listen, I hope I read that right. And so I think because Little Baby said he got 1.5 million, which is cold. I mean, he could have picked any number in the world, but these numbers, these 1 2, which is 3, and this 1 5, which is 6, is always going to be popping up on there, right? So I don't know how true these things are when it always equals to these numbers. But anyway, like he said, he's going to give $1.5 million to donate off of the bigger picture. I want the money to go where it's needed. Like, and then I troll on these things all day. I'm trying to get people to cancel these people, right? So if you want to follow my little burner page, Instagram page, you could. I prefer not to because I don't really post on my page about this stuff. I just kind of like go through the shade room and stuff and comment. You're not going to see those things. But anyway, it's there. It's an open page, and I wrote on the shade room under this comment like, oh my God, that ish don't help no one in the hood. Maybe a handful could get helped with these sensors, but people are going to walk past them or they don't need no computer. Like, they don't need these sensors. Some people, like, the library works well and it's never crowded and they have these same materials. We don't need more sensors. I said, how about they get people to go door to door? And as you can see, I'm reading the comment. Why don't they get people to go door to door and assess as needed? Oh, no, you can't help people for real, though. But you could give money to corrupt organizations. And then I put buy celebrity with my thumbs down 3 times. Like, boo. And I hope you guys start to flood them with the same stuff. Like, buy celebrities. Get rid of them. So this is the comparisons. Listen, at the very beginning of the video, they're going to swing their hand the same. They're going to move all around the same. And they sound the same. So I can literally say this is for a fact. But I'm just going to keep it allegedly in twinsies for fun. For weird people in the back to get off my back. And let's keep it moving.
Like the whole league, going to the park club. It ain't so much of a earn. Like I say all the time, that shit really be a trap.
Now, if you don't see them shaking their heads like Stevie Wonder, and you don't see them moving their hand like they doing the exact same stuff in this interview, it's a slam dunk. You're not seeing this? You're not hearing that? You're not hearing the same voice? You're not seeing the same movements? I mean, let's keep it moving. Okay, let's do some pictures for people that still need some more evidence. Let's give you some pictures. They always going to have the same hairstyles at some point. Like I showed you how, it's dreads, but is it a coincidence that they always have the same exact dread hairstyles? He has the 2 cornrows. This guy has the 2 cornrows. I mean, it doesn't get more easier than this, right? This is Ayoo to the left, and this is Little Baby to the right. These are not supposed to be the same people. It's supposed to be 2 different people, but I really can't tell. If that didn't get your juices going, I mean, come on. This is Ayoo to the left. And look how his color keeps changing. And now he's the same color as Baby. But when he was crying in that other video, he was dark skinned. If you had like a dark brown color. So don't bother me about colors. We don't care. I don't care about none of this stuff. It's blatant as hell what they're doing. Look at his ring. Skull with 1 eye missing. You already know that's the Osiris making fun of Horus. When he took his eye out. If you guys don't know your biblical stuff, information, your old information, it's up to you to do that research. I don't teach. I just put out stuff and then I push my agenda. So, they got the same gap. They hold their mouth exactly the same. They got the same eyes. I mean, twinsies. If that's not good enough for you, let's give you some straight face forwards. Same little stupid beady dreads. They got the same hairstyles throughout their whole career. Okay, he's throwing up the devil horns. Ayoo at the left, Little Baby to the right. Now Little Baby got a bunch of janky jewelry on. They try to make you guys buy a bunch of jewelry. As soon as you leave the store, it depreciates. As soon as you cop it and step out that store, is less than half of what you paid for. But so go ahead and keep wasting your money on that stuff. You think you're gonna go and pawn some of that stuff to get back on when you off, and then they tell you, oh, they're not gonna give you not even half, not even a third of what you paid for. It's pretty embarrassing and disrespectful at the same time. And I have a story about jewelry, but I'll do that in my rant video. Hopefully some of you guys start to watch that more. Anyway, yeah, same gap in their teeth. Same gap in their teeth. They ain't changed any. He must have liked his look and said, look, I don't want to do much. I don't want to change much. I like my look, and he just kept the look. Yeah, so rapper, the guy, no one knows his real name. I tried to look for his real name, but for some reason, only thing that was coming up was fashion, like fashion, but like with an E at the end, Fashion Woodland. They said that was his rapper name, and then he changed his name to Ayoo KD in 2019, which I don't know why. Baby came out in 2018, so I don't know if he just was looking for it. I don't know what kind of stuff is going on here. Like you see in the picture, he looks super different here as well. They changed. This guy looks different every time you turn him. He looks the same, but it's like a different color, a different, hair length goes up and down. So, yeah, so fashion rapper guy. This little baby name is Dominique Amarni Jones, and sometimes they do little riddles with the names, but it's not really a big riddle, but it is still there, because if you think Amarni, the middle name Amarni is a fashion brand, and then Ayoo name at one point was fashion, even though I don't know his real name and no one knows. I was looking up a lot of stuff, and people said they were looking into who's his siblings, who's his mother and father. No one has any of this information, and even if you do, I do not care, because the point is the clips that I'm giving you. It's not about the specific information if it's 100% accurate. Like, I don't care about that. I don't care about them. I want to cancel them. Why would I look that into these people? Anyway, this is just me trying to get your attention so I could tell you to cancel them. Yeah, so this one, he's 27. You can see down here, he's 27. This one is 25. He's they got him labeled as 6 foot. He's labeled as 5'8", I believe. So there, it's all there. Where's the rest of my video? See, that's not nice. See, I'm supposed to have something else here. Let me try to go into here. See, yeah. So for the people that has issues, somebody wrote on my Now chopper I give two craps about Now spelling it right or not. I don't. I'm not a fan of his. Maybe you guys are his fans, but sometimes you gotta realize. Just like I told him, good luck with the celebrity worshiping, because just like Tupac and Nipsey, you're gonna be left with some disappointments once you start to research these people. Yeah, sometimes they give you heroes, but they're nothing but a sandwich, okay? And I took it and wrote that under this guy's comment, and I guess that's an old saying, and he ain't know what I was talking about. A hero is nothing but a sandwich, and he was like, what? Because he said I was a stupid at ASS for saying I don't know how to spell his name right, and I'm like, bro, I'm not a fan like you. Anyway, so he's like, what about the hero and the sandwich comment? And I was like, well, tell people I want to be reasonable. If you can make a video proving they have no similarities, that somebody could take any of these people and show, oh, look, do a same video. It don't even have to be on YouTube. You could ask under a comment to send my email and just send me the video so I can view it. If you want it to be a private situation, I just want to have somebody debunk what I'm doing, because you just calling me an ASS is not making me see what I'm doing wrong. It's just making me just think you hating on me. You know what I'm saying? Or you're a part of the game, or you eating with them and it's taking your little breadcrumbs away. Too bad. I don't care. Starve. Just like how they got real people out here doing. So anyway, I said, if you can make a video proving they have no similarities, any of these videos, show me no similarities, and I will take it off. Or if you can find other people looking and acting just like them, like as if this is something common, then I will take my video down. So that's what you're going to have to do. And now in the video will be going, if it's bothering you so much, do one of those things and it's out of here. Okay? So I'm done with this. Like, share, and subscribe. I always take it into the comments, and I always respond back, because if you got something smart to say, I am right back with it, because I'm pretty brainsy. So if you're gonna attack me with a comment, I am going to come back with a comment, not rude. I'm not going to attack you, but I am going to give you some brainsy little things to say, because I'm pinky with the brain. But anyway, yeah. So like, share, subscribe, guys. Have a good rest of your night. And cancel these celebrities. Period. Ignore them. No more attention.